Melissa Campbell, Tom Hitchcock, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you? Thank you for having me on your show today.
You're more than welcome. I like it's a nice vibrant top that you're wearing there. It's
Yeah,
it's almost in the family of purple, so you're almost on brand there.
yeah. You're the purple man. I'm the pink lady.
Yeah,
Everything pink.
there we are. It's okay, so it's out of choice. Is there some branding there, or is it your thing? Pink.
Oh, it's just my thing. I love. Funny enough, in my teen years, I was a purple girl. Many years ago in South Africa, when courses first came out, it came out in this gorgeous little purple color, and I always said that would be my first car. And then it was red for a while, but I would say predominantly for the last 20 years, it's been pink. Everything pink.
Purple, red, pink. So there's a bit of an ebb and flow there. We like that. So obviously you've just touched on something there, and it's hard to ignore the accent. You're based in South Africa.
Now I'm based in New Zealand,
Oh,
but from South Africa.
okay, good. So I heard the accent. I heard that point, but you're based in New Zealand. Whereabouts in South Africa are you from?
All over. So grew up between Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, PE. So several places. But for the past 8 years before coming to New Zealand, we were in Johannesburg.
Okay, nice. We make some biltong.
Yeah.
We love that. It's what a quality product that is. It's what they say, the easiest way to eat a few kilos of meat without realising it.
Yeah, for sure. It's good
So,
stuff.
so how long have you called New Zealand home?
For the past 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're going back to South Africa for the first time this year, September.
Okay, you excited?
Counting down the days. I didn't think I would ever go back. When I left, I said I'm leaving, and that was it. But my sister's gotten married, my grandma, and my sister had another little boy. So just missing out on all those good things that you're not part of anymore when you're so far away.
It's interesting. So obviously I'm British, and obviously the Brits are going back and forth all the time, and that, which is some haul, But I do find that when people pack up from South Africa, that they do want it to be permanent. It's the trip is less frequent. I don't know if there's anything to that, but
I do miss the spirit of South Africa, but if I had a choice, I'd be in the States. That's where my heart and soul is. I was there for about 2 years, and then I returned to South Africa. I had met my husband then, and promised him I'd return because I was going back to the States. And on a whim, I promised him I'd return. So I did. And yeah, we are married 15 years already, and got our own beautiful little daughter. I've got 2 stepdaughters and a grandbaby.
oh, nice. And whereabouts in the States?
I was all along the East Coast, right from Boston down to Florida. But if I had to go, we would most likely move to Texas. So I play the green card lottery every single year without fail.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? So tell us about what you do in New Zealand. Tell us a bit about yourself.
So, colourful character, as you would say. I am a national account manager with Persol Group, which is a Japanese company across Asia Pacific, looking after all our blue-collar labour hire recruitment. I come from a background of about 12, 13 years of recruitment. I also run a health and wellness business that I'm trying to build up on the side, also part of a global movement. I am studying to get my business management and leadership diploma. I am a makeup artist by trade from back in the day. What else? And just living life, enjoying life.
Yeah, love it. So have you managed to apply your makeup artist trade into any of your business and your other aspects of your life?
I think it's more about the people aspect. I love making people feel better and feel good about themselves and uplifting people. I did makeup for a while. I've done makeup on several South African artists. I've also done makeup on Gloria Gaynor, the American I Will Survive singer, and her crew when they had traveled South Africa. makeup's a very difficult industry to get into or to crack open. So I fell into recruitment. So I've heard some of your previous podcasts, and yes, you do. You fall, if recruitment finds you, you fall into it, and I can't get away from it. And I think the skills that I used from my makeup and building relationships, which is what I enjoy doing, is the relationship aspect. I do have all my friends saying, please do my makeup and all that, but because I haven't practiced it, and after studying it, I found that my natural talent for it dwindled away because they jam so many rules into your head during the course that you kind of lose your own essence and flair. And I didn't enjoy that. I like to just look at somebody and let it be my canvas, not coming with rules, and because makeup should be free in its creativity.
You know what? It's funny you should say that. I do the same thing with cooking. I can't stand recipes. I've got a general idea of what we need, and I'm like, right, let's see what we can put together. And I love that. It bothers me being restricted by the ounce.
Exactly. Exactly. I do the same thing. In fact, just last weekend, I made about 80 cupcakes for a friend's 40th. And we've got the cupcake pre-mix, but I kind of just mix and match and add stuff for my own flavoring and moisture, and because I don't like dry textures of a cupcake or a cake. So yeah, add your own flavor. Absolutely.
There we are. That's it. With a little Melissa twist in it. That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how long ago did recruitment gobble you up?
Say that again.
How long ago did recruitment gobble you up?
This was early 2011. So it was from my makeup. So I had all my portfolios, and the gentleman that used to print my portfolio albums for me, we were wanting to move from Durban to Johannesburg. And he said, oh, well, give me your CV. My wife works in recruitment. And he gave my CV to her and told me about the company. And it was ICT, finance, that type of industry. And I was like, well, hell's bells, I'm not going to get anywhere there, because as far as anything ICT or remotely finance, I know how to pay my bills and I know how to open up an email. But I met with the owner of the business. He gave me a call and he said, look, recruitment is just about relationships. The rest can be taught. The industries can be learned. It's just whether you can build a relationship or not. And I give him a lot of credit to what I've learned and the skills that I've built. And when I first met him, and it's a story that we often laugh about, because the area in Durban where his office was, because he was from Johannesburg, his office in Durban was on a well-known prostitute street and corner. And when I came to meet him, my husband was a policeman, and he was like, no, I'm taking you. He was in his cop uniform. We get there, and this man arrives in his black BMW. 3 girls get out the car, and he gets out wearing a nice suit. And I'm like, what's going on here? My very first question to him was, oh, you're a pimp? And he was like, no. And we had a good laugh about it. And I said, well, you might want to think about moving your offices, because these are not well-known territories. And we had a good giggle around that. And he offered me the opportunity. And I was with him for several years and quickly became successful within the business. Then was headhunted out of the UK to join a company in Cape Town. And that was doing the oil and gas exploration projects into Africa, which I absolutely loved. I really love geography and geology and all those types of things. So I really enjoyed that role. But the company itself wasn't my favorite. So I moved back to Johannesburg, rejoined my old organization. But it was a very flat structure. So there was no growth. And I always say to my old manager, you gave me the bite and I need to go up, not stay level. So he gave me his blessings to move on. And the last company I worked for was a Spanish engineering and construction company for about 2.5 years, helping with the recruitment, the industrialization of our projects across 2 of the areas in South Africa that are the hottest areas that build concentrated solar power projects, plants. So I was helping with that and the expats. And then came to New Zealand, worked in the building construction sector for recruitment. COVID hit and then hit me at the same time. And I was blessed enough to then get the opportunity with Programmed and have grown in the ranks with them from key account manager, operations manager, and now national account manager.
Nice, nice. So, you know what? So in the recruitment side of it, and you've watched some other videos as well, is there's always a story about how it started. It's generally an accident. There's something there, but I love that pimp story. And you know what? He still is a pimp, just a lot more ethical. Because as long as it's got a contract book, that's essentially what we're doing.
Yeah.
So jokes to one side, he could have answered yes and been a little bit more honest, maybe.
If we knew each other longer, he definitely would have been along those lines because he's got an excellent sense of humor when it comes to things like that. So yes, him and my husband often played pranks on me because my husband, for our first year of marriage, lived in Durban because the police force failed to transfer him. So I had his girls and me in Joburg, and he was in Durban. And my manager would often go to Durban, and they would go out, and he would go out to take my husband out with him for dinners and stuff. But then they would prank call me and pretend they're at a strip bar or at a teasers or something.
Now, if you haven't got a sense of humour in recruitment, you won't last 5 minutes, that's for sure.
Precisely.
So what's what's the future hold for yourself, Melissa? So do you think you will go to States? You'll take what you're doing there, or you?
Ideally, I would like to continue building my name within the health and wellness business. It's a phenomenal brand. I love the organization. They're within 26 countries and they inspire healthy living. I love what they do with communities. And I'm very much a people person. Whilst I love recruitment and I want to see myself grow with my organization, I want to be able to do both. Hence why I'm doing my studies so I can grow professionally, as well as then building up a legacy for myself so that I can be an inspiration for my daughter too. So, we sleep when we're dead.
Yeah. But so I do agree with you that the legacy and the parenting side of things does change our behaviour somewhat because they're always watching. It's what's happens when we're gone. Tell us a bit more about the wellness concept because we haven't really touched on that. We've given too much attention to recruitment. We'll put that to one side. Let's hear about what you're building.
So I'm part of an organization called Juice Plus, where you join as an ambassador for the business. They've been around since the late 70s. They're within 26 countries, and they're the most scientifically researched whole food product in the world. And it consists of fruits, vegetables, omegas, berries, and then you've got your protein powders. Everything is plant-based. Phenomenal organization in the terms of changing people's lives. If you're wanting to take the business to new levels, they have amazing rewards and incentives, international trips. But just the community itself, the people are all just really humbled and down to earth, and they are about making lives better, turning people's lives around in terms of health. I've got my own little group going, of which I'm trying to form my own brand within that, because you can use that as a stage or a platform for you to build on. And I'm calling it Your Vitality Vault, because your body is your vault. And it is about our vitality and our well-being and our energy, our mental wealth. And when you're feeling good, you're feeling healthy, you're able to do a lot more with life. You don't feel sluggish, or you're not feeling tired, or you don't feel like you don't want to do anything. We should be waking up, doing cartwheels and feeling good about the day ahead.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's good. And that's coming on leaps and bounds, yeah?
Yep. Trying.
I'd be getting all my temps onto it. I'd be saying, right, come on, we need a bit more out of you. Get on the juice.
Yeah. I would like to try that, but I don't know where the ethical boundaries for that between business and getting my teams to do that.
Okay, all right. So as we wrap up, anybody listening to your story, whether they're from your country, There's people that might want to reach out to you about recruitment and what you can do and how you can support them, or even they want to go on your healthy juices. What would be the best way for them to reach out to you, Melissa?
I think the best way is to reach out on LinkedIn. It's the easiest platform to reach out to, because Facebook, trying to find one single name is a bit difficult, but LinkedIn seems to be a little bit more easier, and they can just connect with me, send me a message, and we'll connect and discuss and talk.
Too easy. Well, maybe when we publish this, you can put the link for your LinkedIn there, and people are communicating, people are collaborating. So I doubt that'd be different for yourself.
Amazing.
All right. Thanks a lot for your time, Melissa.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching this episode. I hope that you did enjoy it, had lots of takeaways from it. As before, please subscribe below so you can keep on top of any new releases we have. And also, if you would like to have your story told, just reach out with me and I'd love to give you that platform. My best email address is tom@purplepatchconsulting.com. Thank you.